Preventing power abuse, government to issue guidelines on support letters. Entrepreneurs urge to penetrate bigger halal market. Good afternoon and Salam Malaysia Madani. Thanks for joining us. I'm Nur Zamri and this is Updates at Noon. A new set of guidelines will be issued to civil servants to ensure support letters or references do not end up being misused for personal interests. The Prime Minister's Office PMO said this was among the matters agreed upon in the special cabinet meeting on anti-corruption JKKMAR chaired by Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim. In a statement, the PMO said the government took a serious view of support letters laced with elements of corruption and abuse of power. This to the extent of jeopardizing the image of the government administration. The meeting also agreed in principle with proposed improvements to the Whistleblower Protection Act 2010, Act 711, to ensure a more reliable and effective complaint channel. It also decided that the Auditor General's report, LKAN, should be presented periodically at the Cabinet meeting for immediate follow-up action. This will start with LKAN 2022 with a new, more structured format so that each reported issue can be acted upon more effectively. The PMO also informed that the government would also continue the momentum of the JKKMAR meetings based on the commitment to strengthen governance and combat corruption. Malaysia needs to be at the forefront in promoting the country's entrepreneurs to penetrate the global halal industry market, which is expected to reach $5 trillion by 2030. Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi said Malaysian entrepreneurs needed to venture beyond the confines of the domestic market and not just produce condiments, sauces or local consumer products.
Pasaran industri halal berada sekitar 3 trilion US dollars. Pada tahun 2030 ianya akan melonjak kepada USD 5 trilion dollars. Ini merupakan satu peluang yang besar yang harus digamit, harus didakap oleh para usahawan sekecil mana sekalipun. Kita mesti keluar daripada kepompong pengeluaran produk kita hanya untuk pasaran tempatan, domestic market saja. Kita mesti menerobos ke arah serantau atau regional market dan juga global market.
The Deputy Premier said this when officiating the formalising the informal entrepreneurs plan in Kuala Lumpur yesterday. Datuk Seri Zahid, who is also Rural and Regional Development Minister, said currently Malaysia only contributed less than 2% to the global halal industry market. The Ministry of Domestic Trade and Cost of Living KPDN will work with the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security MAFS to combat the issue of changing rice bag labels to manipulate the price of rice in the market. Its Minister Datuk Seri Salahuddin Ayub said that although it is under the jurisdiction of Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security MAFS through the Paddy and Rice Regulatory Division KPB, it will also act when complaints are received.
Ada laporan yang mengatakan ada tukar kambing, tapi setakat hari ini kita tidak ada dapat bukti lagi. Jadi sebab itu kolaborasi di antara KPDN dan KPDN dan KPKM akan diteruskan.
According to media reports, a few rice wholesalers allegedly attempted to manipulate the control price set by the government by changing the rice bag label from local to imported in order to make a bigger profit. The tactic is believed to have been carried out because the price of imported rice is not controlled by the government and is floated, while the price of local rice is set at 26 ringgit for a 10 kilogram bag. Regarding his previous proposal that cancer patients be allowed to buy special formula milk at the hospital at a cheaper price than the market, Datuk Sri Salahuddin said based on yesterday's cabinet meeting, the Ministry of Health MOH is agreeable on the proposal.
Semalam di dalam mesyuarat Kabinet, Menteri Kesihatan ada mengatakan bahawa hospital bersedia untuk membuka sekiranya ada pelanggan yang ingin membeli susu jenis itu. Jadi perincian tentang jenis dan keberadaan itu sekiranya ada permintaan, kita boleh bincang nanti dengan pihak KKM.
It is learned that the price of the special milk, which used to be sold at 78 ringgit, has increased to 94 ringgit now, which indirectly puts a burden on needy patients. The Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commission MCMC will build 11 more digital economy centres PEDI in Negeri Sembilan in stages to help people increase their income through businesses. Communications and Digital Minister Fahmi Fazil said there are 51 PEDI in the state so far to help residents conduct online businesses. Explaining further, Fahmi said the 11 new PEDI are to be built with an operating cost of 2 million ringgit per year.
Dan saya difahamkan proses tender sedang berjalan. Saya telah minta, dan ini bukan hanya untuk Negeri Sembilan ya, sebenarnya seluruh negara. Kita ada keseluruhannya 186 PEDI baru yang sedang dalam proses untuk dibina. Dan arahan Perdana Menteri ialah kita tidak mahu ada mana-mana don yang tidak ada PEDI. Jadi insya-Allah setiap don akan ada sekurang-kurangnya satu PEDI.
Speaking at the opening of the state-level Kita Madani program in Labu Negeri Sembilan, Fahmi shared the story of a PEDI entrepreneur he met in Jemampuh, Kuala Pilah, who was able to earn a 5-figure income with an online business. According to Fahmi, the PEDI entrepreneurship program is able to boost the income of local traders by selling products through e-commerce platforms such as Shopee, Lazada, TikTok and Facebook. Still to come, Industrial Master Plan 2030 to capitalise on ASEAN EV market. Stay tuned.
Kecemasan, boleh saya bantu?
Hello, there's been a motorcycle accident here. Maybe an elephant ran it over.
Sir, there is fire accident at the address number 5 Jalan Timbikan Shah Alam.
PGO from FRT Shah Alam, there was no fire accident here. Over.
MERS 999. Use it wisely.
The government is set to launch the new Industrial Master Plan 2030 and IMP 2030 in August this year. Investment, Trade and Industry Minister Tengku Datuk Sri Zafrul Tunku Abdul Aziz said the plan will be capitalising on the $2.7 billion ASEAN electric vehicle EV market. He said Cherry Malaysia's plan to inject an initial capital of 170 million ringgit for its expansion strategies in Malaysia would not only provide variety and excitement to the local auto market, but also support Malaysia's gross domestic product GDP growth through strategic sectoral growth. As part of its global expansion, the Chinese state-owned automobile manufacturer today announced the fund injection for expansion in Malaysia, which will provide 4,000 high-paying, high-skilled jobs for Malaysians in the next 5 years. Cherry Malaysia, according to Tengku Datuk Sri Zafrul, is also targeting to launch both its EV and plug-in hybrid electric vehicles models to reach around 20% of the EV market share in Malaysia by as early as 2024. It would also introduce its affordable EV models in future. The national economy is not solely based on the value of ringgit. According to Deputy Finance Minister Datuk Sri Ahmad Maslan, there are other factors that contribute to the national economy, including unemployment rate and inflation rate, among others.
Antara ukurannya ialah pertumbuhan ekonomi. Suku pertama tahun ini 5.6%. Itu pertumbuhan yang tinggi. Kemudian ukuran ekonomi ialah kadar pengangguran. Kadar pengangguran 3.5%. Mana-mana di bawah 4% berarti negara itu baik, apa yang dipanggil sebagai guna tenaga penuh. Satu lagi ukuran ekonomi ialah kadar inflasi. Sebelum ini 3.3%, sekarang ini 2.8%.
The Deputy Minister was met at Angkasa Puri after appearing in the Bicara Narrative program last night. He said based on the three factors mentioned, Malaysia's economic fundamentals remain stable and strong. The Employees Provident Fund EPF has been working towards establishing a more pension-like approach towards providing its members with a more stable income in their post-retirement years. The EPF said this could be seen from its current encouragement to members to voluntarily shift to regular monthly payout rather than lump sum withdrawals. In a statement, EPF said more than 7,000 members have already voluntarily adopted the monthly payout option in 2022. The process of formalizing the proposed monthly withdrawal mechanism is still being studied and will take into account the ability and readiness of members to make such transition. It said the proposed changes will most likely require a generational change and the conversion will take time. The EPF nevertheless believes that such a transition is necessary given that Malaysia's average life expectancy has increased from 54 years in 1957 to 75 years today. The life expectancy is projected to further increase in the future, translating into longer years spent in retirement.
Kecemasan, boleh saya bantu?
Hello, there's been a motorcycle accident here. Maybe an elephant ran it over.
Sir, there is fire accident at the address number 5 Jalan Timbikan Shah Alam.
PGO from FRT Shah Alam, there was no fire accident here. Over.
MERS 999. Use it wisely.
All right, that ends updates at noon. Wrapping up with a recap of our top story. Preventing power abuse, government to issue guidelines on support letters. Tune in to Malaysia Tonight coming up at 8:30 p.m. on TV1 and saluran Berita RTM. We'll leave you with visuals of humanoid droids and mechanical dogs recruited to help the United Nations reach a series of increasingly improbable global goals. I'm Nur Zamri. Thank you for watching. Malaysia Madani, Dekat Perpaduan, and have a wonderful weekend.